So in this video, I'm going to show how to install a different mouse cursor on SUSE Linux. I haven't been able to find very much information on it, so I figured I'd do a quick video now that I've somewhat figured it out. It's a little bit crazy the way that you've got to go through and do this, but the first thing you're going to do is you're going to have to go find a mouse cursor that you like, and there's a number of different websites out there that have GNOME cursors or really just mouse cursors that you can install. Once you find the one that you want, I'm going to flip over here. You're just going to download it onto your downloads folder, and then what you're going to do is there's a couple different places that you can actually install these. One of them is in your home folder if you cd into .icons, and if you don't have it, you can create a folder called .icons, or you can actually put it in user share icons. Either one of those two places will make it show up. However, it's a little bit of a trick because once you download the file that you're looking for, so as an example, we're in our .icons folder, so I'm going to do an ls here, and you can see that I downloaded one called Screencast Oxygen Cursors. The problem is once I downloaded it and installed it in here, it didn't show up, and so it was a little confusing as to why. But once I started looking in the folder, so I went into the Oxygen folder and did an ls, and you can see that there's actually an etc and a user folder. If you cd into the user folder, you'll see there's a share. If you remember, you're supposed to install these into user share, and so I went into share and we found a icons folder. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the icons folder, and in here you can see that there's actually a Screencast OxyRed folder, and looking in there is a typical looking folder for an index.theme and then the cursors that go with it. So the problem is that you use the Ubuntu or the GNOME tweak tool to actually go in. This is the program that you use to actually change the cursors. The problem is that when you first unzip that or untar that file in your .icons folder, you won't see anything show up over here in your list of new cursors. What you have to do, and they're all different. Every file that you download has got a little bit different organization to it. But what you're looking for is the folder that holds this data. And then what you want to do is once you get to that particular folder, we're just going to tell it to move, or we're going to tell it to copy, and then we're going to tell it to go back to our home folder and then put itself in the .icons folder. And what you're doing is you're taking the folder that actually holds the cursors and the index.theme and putting it in the location that you actually want it. You can also unzip this thing or untar this thing into your user share icons, and that'll actually make it available for all the users on the system. But in my case, I like keeping them inside my home folder, so I wanted to have them in here. So in this case, for lack of any instruction on how to actually do this, I just moved the folder back over into the icons section. And then when you get over to your tweak tool and you've got your tweak tool up, you will have to close and open this after you get the folder in the correct place, because it doesn't update. So you have to make sure that you open it after you put the icons in the correct place, and then you should see the new cursors in here to choose from, and then selecting them will make them active.